Falafla te hane te wala tala te tupu ke lata mai leo taong nui ke hane. Koe atu lota kua mole atu ne whakahokoa e whanolanga tahe tau ke whiwhiri ko misi fo mai matakau he te pisinisi koe Niuean Chamber of Commerce. Hohokoa te tau tutaki he chamber ke vili ke he tau tangata ke ngaua i ke he ue tau i mua. Ko ia te ki tau fo he chamber ko Catherine Etuata Papani mai ke hana hangai ko Michael Jackson. Koe tau ko misi ngahua ni kua whiwhiri ai ko Richard Tuhipa, Sifeti Fatiaki, James Douglas, Ida Talangi Hekesi, Rupina Marcy, Mark Blumsky, mo Teresa Scott. Koe whakatakanga whoki to ngahua whakataha whoki Plesteni toai, ko Avi Ruben ke laumatei ko misi ke whai mangaho. Tala hau he takitaki fō he chamber, a mana ki whakalaha ia ke whakamalolo e ko misi fō nei ke whakamalolo e tau whahi pisinisi he motu, mai whakatumau fō ke wahalotum ta ke tau puhala ngahua mai whakatawhani niwe. Ko moe ai fōki whakatawhani tau mana whakakise nei, moe amana kiang ke holo ki mua, e tau whakaholoang ke latu me tau pisinisi, pia ai fōki ni moe tau whakalaulahianga he kautū. Ne whakahokua he maanga ko la kepa male loa halu tūra ha whakatata ke ha whaiumu, moe takolong he tau tangata kua hokua tiki ai. Tū mawanga ia ni e long he tau fuai whanua si pia fōki moe halu tūra tau koloanga hua lima, moe talatalai. Ne mai ke ai fōki e ke pule he maanga ke whamahama, e ka kano he hingoa he maanga, moe tau ngahua kua lari ke whakalaulahia ke e nganga kauflata he tau tangata he maanga. Honkoa te whoki whalu tu rilifu ke whakismana tu hanga ia ke he whalu tam tangahua ni kua tau se ke lote maanga. Koe tau whale whakapua kai kua longalahi, e tau kai ke he kehe kai mua atu ke he tau kalahimu mua e tau unga, whakau se tau whanoanga mai he tau hukui, ke he kehe, tuku atu ai ke tae tau sika he tau lilifu, ke hawhangi a ke aho, tau matutaki atu ke tau kuri whakatata. La he furualo i manai a fōki tau kuri ke he kehe ni ko whakakisikisi ai, he tau whanau mai he maanga, pia i fōki ni moe whalu, ni kua nonofu atu ke tau maangi toa, ni kua o mai ke kauflata hei ke mame aho. Falafala atu, you're listening into Radio Sunshine's News Bulletin for today. The private sector have elected a new board to lead developments of the Niuean Chamber of Commerce for the next 2 years. Members were present at the Niuean Golf and Sports Club to nominate and support their preferred candidates. Catherine Etuata Papani has been elected as the new president. Her vice is Michael Jackson. The executive committee consists of Richard Tuhipa, Sifeti Fatiaki, James Douglas, Ida Talangi Hekesi, Rupina Marcy, Mark Blumsky and Teresa Scott. In addition, the former president, Avi Ruben, will also work alongside the board for a smooth transition of Niuean Chamber of Commerce procedures and a handover. Mrs. Papani said she looks forward to working with the new executive to continue to work towards strengthening Niue's private sector for the benefit of Niue and also acknowledge the importance of good working relationships with government. It was La Kepa's time to shine last Saturday as the community banded together to put on their village show day. Visitors and locals alike turned up bright and early to enjoy the activities that range from mini golf and platonk. The food was abundant, but what featured dominantly was one of the seasonal delicacies, the kalahimu or small land crabs. There were also lots of coconut crabs. Village Member of Assembly Kupa Mangtungia expressed his gratitude to the village for the effort put into the preparations for the show and reminded people of how the village name came about, with reference to the rising of the sun. Following the formalities and speeches, it was time for guests to take part in the seka throwing event to officially open the festivities. The entertainment provided by the village children and youth was bright, colourful and interesting, from chicken dances to spear twirling and different island beats. Looking at our news stories from the region, nominations for all candidates for Fiji's general elections closed at midday, with all 7 registered parties and 2 independents submitting their nominations. Supervisor of Elections Mohammed Sanim said his office will now process all the nominations to ensure they comply with the decrees. Meanwhile, the Social Democratic Liberal Party, or SODALPA, aims to contest all 50 seats in next month's general election. SODALPA General Secretary Pio Tambaiwalu confirmed that the party had filed nominations for 50 candidates. The One Fiji Party submitted 14 nominations for next month's general election. The National Federation Party has also filed nominations for 50 candidates to contest the general election. NFP General Secretary Kamal Ayer said it was generally a multiracial and well-represented lineup of candidates. The party has nominated people from different walks of life to contest the elections, with some lawyers, a doctor, trade unionists and former parliamentarians, to name a few. The Fiji United Freedom Party also submitted their nominees. A professor of sustainable energy in New Zealand says the Pacific needs to do more to reduce its carbon emissions, particularly in the transport sector. The director of Massey University's Centre for Energy Research, Ralph Sims, says greenhouse gas emissions continue to rise worldwide with no sign of slowing down. Professor Sims says many Pacific transport systems use old buses and boats and are too reliant on fossil fuels. Crime rate in Papua New Guinea has significantly dropped in the past 3 years, with the prison population reduced by more than 50% over the same period. Prime Minister Peter O'Neill revealed the positive news when responding to a World Bank analysis on the economic situation and impact of crime. The report will be reviewed by the government as a part of its planning and policy development so as to continue to improve law and order in PNG. The government requested the World Bank to conduct the research to better assess the social and economic costs of crime and violence, as this relates to business, citizens, government and civil society. The World Bank report has stated that 8 out of 10 businesses that were interviewed said they suffered substantial losses and security costs because of crime. American Samoa's Governor Lolo Matalasi Molinga says the time is right to change the constitution in order to give the whānau veto override authority of legislative measures. At present, if a bill that was vetoed by the governor is approved again by the whānau, the governor sends the bill with his comments to the U.S. Secretary of the Interior, who makes the final decision on whether the bill is signed into law. Under the constitutional amendment, if the governor vetoes a bill, each chamber can pass the bill again, and if passed, the governor must sign the bill into law. The proposed amendment will be on the ballot in November, and the governor has urged directors to help make sure voters understand what the amendment provides. In removing Wefa'aua, the board has also appointed a deputy CEO. The Prevention, Control and Management of Invasive Alien Species in the Pacific Islands project, led by the Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environment Program and funded by the Global Environment Facility, is supporting the Cook Islands in its work to remove unwanted species, with 7 planned activities, several of which are now underway. This program will be incorporated into the ongoing activities of the Arorangi Boys Brigade until December. If successful, there is a possibility this approach could be replicated for other invasive alien species eradication programs in the Cook Islands. Papua New Guinea women now have their own bank that was made possible through the opening of the Women's Microbank Limited in Port Moresby. The Women's Bank is said to be first in the Pacific region and the 4th in the world. Trade, Commerce and Industry Minister Richard Maru, when speaking during an event, said the opening of the bank was a milestone, not only for the institute but the country. Maru said the national government provided the initial 10 million kina and a further 4 million kina this year to assist in starting up the bank. Maru said the bank was a private bank and the national government could not guarantee future funding support, as it was yet to complete the nationwide rollout of the government-owned People's Microbank Limited. He urged the board and management to make good use of the funds provided and challenged them to develop and grow the bank. Maru encouraged them to seek funding support for the future operations and growth of the bank, and NCD Governor Powers Parkop commended PNG Women in Business Executive Director and Founder Janet Sape, board and management, staff, and the women for their efforts in making the establishment of the bank successful. Parkop presented a cheque of 150,000 kina from the 300,000 kina that was pledged to be given to the bank. The bank was purposely established for women and girls only. However, males can open accounts with the bank under condition that it must be joint accounts with either the spouse or daughters. Those are our regional news stories as well as our local news bulletin here on Radio Sunshine for today.